Where's it going to be live streaming to? YouTube? When you start, I can pull it up. See if... Huh?
We're live.
We are? Is it picking up our microphones? It is, isn't it? You didn't warn me. When you start, I can pull it up. Oh no! We're live. Oh, can you just turn the camera on?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. You didn't warn me.
I said we're to go live.
You said we're going to go live, not we're live.
We're live.
There's a difference. Okay. Hi.
It feels so good to be back.
It does. And I feel awkward already because it's just been so long and I'm not prepared. You didn't give me no mental preparation.
I asked if you were ready. So, the topic.
Okay, so we're going to change it up a little bit because there's one thing that we were missing from all of our other episodes that we were doing that we were talking about is that the reason why we have...
Before we get into that, we are back and we have moved from Germany to the United States.
We're here.
And this is our new podcast room.
It looks exactly the same.
That's why it's been a while. It's been a while.
How pregnant am I? It's been about this long.
It's been about that long.
Because last time
we weren't expecting.
No.
Yeah, a fourth. So now we're expecting a fourth.
Mm-mm.
So it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Now we can go into the topic.
Now I can continue.
Yeah.
I can continue now. Okay, so what we were missing when we were doing our other podcasts, or no, we have one podcast. When we did our other episodes, we kind of kept God out of it because God was the main thing that brought our relationship close together. So now I feel like we need to make it more Christ-centered because that's what saved our relationship, and that's why we are who we are now, what we are now, how our family has made it this far.
I mean, honestly, for the past 5 years, we've incorporated faith in our marriage, having Christ first in our marriage. I mean, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. We do.
Oh, no, we are horrible.
We definitely have some setbacks.
We have a lot of setbacks. Not some.
But I think that's what makes our journey in Christ like pretty amazing.
That's true.
And I think that's why we are here today. You know, we're going on 8 years of marriage this year. That's how.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
8 years? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Zara, if you were going to snore, you're going to have to get up. Girl, wake up.
We have a guest. we have a guest.
Zara,
Zara,
come here.
She's happy now.
Come here. Yeah, baby. You come up.
She's like, what?
No, she's like, I was sleeping. I was dreaming. I had some good dreams.
She was going to start to snore.
She was snoring. And I was like, nope, we can't have you snoring. What's wild?
Both you and her snore so loud.
Really? I snore?
You snore so loud.
Was I snoring last night?
Yes.
It's because I was getting some good sleep. I was getting some real good sleep.
Both of y'all.
We were just snoring away.
It's usually the guy that like...
You snore too.
Snores. Is it loud?
Sometimes.
I mean, it's been a while though.
I only snore when I get some good sleep.
You definitely were getting good sleep
last night. So if you hear some weird noises from this region, it's Zara.
It's our baby girl.
My baby girl.
Our other addition since we last streamed.
Yeah, she's another new addition to the family.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the topic is the role of faith in family, keeping God at the center. So, how... Let me think about this question.
I was going to ask...
You have a question? Okay.
Why this topic?
Because I feel like...
Like, what motivated you or inspired you to pick that topic to talk about faith?
Well, because what have we been saying lately to each other? Like, hey, we need to keep God at the center of things. Mm-hmm. We need to stop trying to do stuff on our own. And, like, when we do businesses and stuff like that, we'll start a business and then it's done. And then, like, we run through it. And, like, I don't feel like but the one thing that we always come back to is God and Christ and, you know, reading the Bible and stuff like that. So that's why I'm, like, I want to keep the chat up.
Get the chat up.
My brain is all over the place.
I don't know why the chat isn't showing on this TV.
I don't know why either. Okay, so, but basically is that I can't talk right now.
That's all good. So it's very interesting. I'm glad that we're talking about this because, you know, through my journey on my side, I'm definitely finding more joy when I'm getting into my Bible. I'm finding more...
How do you get the chat?
You might have to load the video and then it might have it at the bottom. I might not have it turned on.
Maybe.
But the good news
the whole reason why I wanted to do this is for the chat.
True. The good news though is we used to have to download this on
right
a USB
after
and then upload it on YouTube, make changes, and then wait for it to upload. And now it's just going to be uploaded.
Okay.
Automatically.
So, in the future, I want to try to figure out how to do the chat thing. Because I want to be able to have, if somebody wants to come in here and ask a question or talk with us or anything like that, I would love that. Because I like the interaction and it keeps the conversation going.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to mess with it to see if I can get the chat to work.
Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties because we are just now starting back. And also I'm trying to get back into the zone.
Back in the groove
of like doing podcasts and stuff. Because right now I'm very nervous and I don't know why.
So, I'm actually really comfortable.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I'm just
you gonna answer my question?
Oh, what was the question? ADHD.
My question was, how do you feel like? Oh, fudge. How do you keep God at the center of your family? There's my question.
I think I'm constantly reminded, whether it's through dreams or moments where it's like
I'm just gonna lay back.
It's almost like this. It's like that center. My spirit man, it kicks my butt. And it's just like, hey, you done messed up.
It's like that. It's almost like a guilty feeling.
Yeah, it's like I feel guilty, and you know, a couple weeks ago, I decided I was like, you know what, I need to pray. You know what, I need to read my Bible. So I prayed and I read my Bible, and then it was just like, I'm gonna take a nap, and then I took a nap, and then it was like boom, dream, and the dream was like, and I don't typically dream.
No, you don't.
Like
I can attest to that. He does not.
I don't really dream.
It is very rare for you to dream, but anytime you do dream, it's something like.
And it was so symbolic.
Yeah.
That I was just like, yo, like in my dream, I knew what was going on. Like I was just like,
well, describe your dream. Don't leave us hanging.
I'm trying to remember.
It was the dog, right?
Yes. So, in my dream, I lay down, and I guess I was in a room, and in the room, thank you for reminding me, by the way.
No problem.
In the room, there was a dog, and the dog was like, I guess, like our pet. And I was petting the dog, and then as I stopped petting the dog, it got like angry and started growling, and then it went to put its jaws around my neck. And then as I was just like, whoa, what's going on? I went to go, like, I guess my instinct, I don't know why, was to keep petting the dog. So I, like, went to go pet it to be friendly to it, and it let go, and it was happy again. And then as I was petting it, the dog was fine. And then I was like, okay, cool. We're good now? Cool. And then I let go, and I stopped, and then it went to go put its jaws on me again. And that's when I woke up, and I was just like, wow, to me, within the dream, I was thinking while this was going on was I'm entertaining sin.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, when I stop, it wants to keep its jaws on me. Like, it wants to keep me petting it and entertaining it and enjoying it. And to me, within the dream, I realized the symbols, or I realized the message in my dream.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up from my dream, it was just like, yo, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Get into your Bible. Man,
Read
I was praying. I was in my Bible. I was crying. I was like, yo, Lord,
Yo, Lord.
what am I doing?
Yo.
Like, get me out of this mess. And honestly, too, it's my surroundings, too. Because I'm surrounded by a bunch of influences that don't match my typical everyday
You have, though.
life.
I'm very proud of the person that you have become, though, because I remember before, people influenced you so
People still
easily.
do.
I know they do.
Yeah.
I know it's a struggle that you struggle with
100%.
like really, really badly. But I'm saying you've strengthened and grown from how you used to be, because before, like, you were easily influenced. Like, anybody that you were surrounding yourself with, it was so influential that you'd start changing the way you dressed, changing the way you talked, changing the way you act.
Yeah.
And it was always like that. So I had to adapt to you adapting and stuff, and it would lead us down some really bad paths. But now I feel like yes, sometimes you can get influenced a little bit still, but you're more stuck in your ground. Like, standing your ground. You stand your ground a little bit better.
Yeah.
And you're not as easily influenced. So when your friends want to go, like, to the club or something like that, you're more like, I'm okay.
I mean, like, I don't mind. I still get influenced because, like, there's times where I would go out and it's just like, and then once I'm out there, it's just like,
I hate this.
What am I doing?
Oh, if your friends are watching, by the way, my husband hates pool and he hates darts.
Gosh, I hate those.
And he hates bowling.
I hate bowling.
Hates bowling.
I hate darts and I hate pool. Honestly, if I wasn't like, because recently I had to go to Fort Sill, I'd rather be at home chilling with my family than be out and about. But because I was out and about, is because I'm forced to be away from my family.
So you just need something to do.
Yeah, and it's just
and of course the people that you're around, there's the drinking nature, so of course that's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, a little bit of wine here and there. Yeah,
It'll be fine.
But
but as you can see, wait, what?
What about you?
What do you mean? What's the question?
So, do you find yourself
easily influenced
when you're with your family?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Right?
Oh my gosh, yes. My family is. So the way that I want to live, I don't want to talk bad about my family because I love my family. They're
of course.
They're amazing. But it's just like the way that I want to go about things and the way that I want to do things is how I can live. I can live it comfortably here with you. But when I go over there, I have that influence and I'm just like, maybe it would be cool to, like, watch like a horror movie or something. That was the same way with my friend.
Yeah.
I get easily influenced too. It depends on who I'm around. It's because we have this nature that we just want to fit in.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be excluded, and and it's just one of those things that we struggle with really badly.
I think everybody does, and I think that's why you have to watch who you surround yourself with.
Yeah. Especially us. We have to really pick and choose who we surround ourselves with.
And I think that goes for everyone too. I mean, just like you'll see those videos of those rich people. They're just like, hey, you got to surround yourself with other rich people to be like wealthy, you know?
Because they're living a lifestyle. But that's the thing, is that people who live a certain lifestyle will try to surround themselves with people who also live that lifestyle. It's the same thing with drinking.
Yep.
If you're a drinker and you like to go out and party, you're going to surround yourself with people who also like to party.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you guys are not... It's like you're messing up in life and you got nobody there holding you accountable. So you're surrounding yourself with 100%. People who have the same problem.
Yeah.
And it just keeps it going. And it's the saying is misery loves company. Yes. That's the saying.
Yes.
Misery loves company. So like anytime you if you find yourself with a whole bunch of friends that do like a certain thing all the time, like either it be drinking or smoking or what's some other
drinking
things?
Coffee.
Well, I'm just saying, if you...
I love coffee, by the way.
Yeah.
And
as you can see, we
drank. It's been a long time since I've had a cold brew. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
We need to stay on topic.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But if you find yourself surrounded, like let's just say that you find yourself where you have a whole bunch of friends that are big into drinking or partying or stuff like that, you should probably reevaluate either what you're doing or who you're surrounding yourself with, because then it leads into issues. But everyone to each their own.
Yeah.
We're trying to, so it's like, okay, let me rephrase this. Drinking is not bad. Binge drinking is bad.
When you become so intoxicated.
When you have an occasional drink, or like when you're having like people over and stuff like that, I don't mind drinking. I enjoy drinking. Mm-hmm. Not right now, obviously. But I do like to drink every once in a while and to let loose, but I don't binge drink anymore. I don't get to the point where I hate throwing up.
Yeah.
I do not like it. And I also don't like being so impaired that I kind of like lose myself a little bit. Mm-hmm. Where like you start saying stuff that you regret the next day.
Yeah. That
level of drunkenness, I'm good. I don't ever want to be there.
Yeah.
When you start spilling and like saying stuff that you don't actually mean or whatever. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Don't like being at that level.
I feel like it definitely leads to bad choices.
Bad choices, bad situations. People misunderstanding you.
And and if you ever find yourself in those situations, it's okay because God still loves you.
Yes.
And we're human.
We mess up.
I've been there. I can't count.
I think the whole point of us is being like, hey, we follow God and we're Christians and everything, but just to let you know, we're not perfect. We ain't saints. And we're trying our best here.
And we're trying to find a church too to go to.
Yeah.
Because we are new to the area, and we gotta start church browsing. Church hopping until we find a good church.
So who wants to go church hopping with us? We're gonna go visit a church. I want to visit a few churches around our area to see which one we would be best at. But yeah, I love it here so far. We're in Sumter, South Carolina.
Quiet little neighborhood. Well, the town is not so quiet.
Okay, he has
It's like a local
he's got
news
the
app.
Local news app. So anytime anything ever happens,
it's been a
it's
little
just like ding,
unquiet.
There's been a murder. No,
a few.
No. Really? Murders?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was about to say there's been no murders. Oh, never mind.
There's definitely been some, but I mean,
murder.
I feel like there's crime everywhere nowadays. Now the level of crime, I'm not sure, but I don't know. But it's a nice
Honestly,
area.
As long as it's not bad as Fayetteville, I think we're good.
Yeah, Fayetteville's pretty rough.
Fayetteville's pretty bad.
It's pretty rough out
We
there.
grew up there, so. All right, back on topic.
Back on topic. ADHD.
Did we even answer the question? How do you keep God at the center of your family? How do you keep God at the center of it all?
We kind of did answer it.
Okay.
Or I did, kind of like how I'm reminded.
Piece it together then.
Through, like, spiritually, like how I'm reminded, like my spirit man kind of kicks me back on track.
Yeah.
Or, just like life, like I'm glad that I'm not rich because I'm always reminded that I need God.
Yeah. Struggle is actually.
Yeah, I'm always reminded.
I love when we struggle. I know that at the moment it stinks, but it does help you keep the faith. Yep. It really does, because you'll be like, God, I don't know how we're going to get out of this situation. I don't know how we're going to get through this. It feels like everything's just hitting the fan and I don't know what's going on. But Lord, I trust you. And the next thing you know, it gets all fixed. You're just like, yes.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things. It's just like it forces you to be like, God, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're giving it to you. And then you get through it and you're like, dang, boy, definitely looking out for us.
I was stressing over that test and I was praying.
Lord,
please.
I'm not good at testing.
Bag to breathe. And there's a few people that I went to class with that can
attest to that.
Yeah. Be like, yo, you need to practice some breathing techniques.
Yeah.
But I was definitely praying, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, it's definitely struggles and constant reminders that I need to rely on God. Now, I feel like
you need to work on the whole worrying though.
Yo, facts.
You need to chill.
Facts. I'm a worry. Was it a worry body?
A worry wart or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I do worry quite a bit, but that's one of my faults. And,
we all have faults, and we're gonna list a whole bunch of faults.
Yeah.
I feel like this podcast is just what's wrong with us.
This is what's wrong with me.
And we're still good.
A, B, 1, 2, 3, all the way to Z. I got so many faults.
So many
the
things
cool thing is I know that God loves me, and I know that I'm His child, and I know that I'm constantly trying to read His Word and
trying to at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we read all of
Timothy. First Timothy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was good. But I feel like in our marriage, we've managed a lot better in our recent years to put God first, which has blessed our marriage.
It really has.
It really has helped us to be.
And we just can't keep off each other. As you can see. On kid number 4.
What's that verse? It talks about go forth and multiply.
Yes, Lord, we did that. Can I stop doing that, please? Oh, I keep telling my husband, I'm just like, can this be the last kid? I love all of my kids, and I love having kids. I just don't like the pregnancy.
I'm sorry.
Every time I'm pregnant, it sucks.
I'm sorry.
My legs swell, my veins pop. I had a vein pop, and that hurt. I've never had that happen, and that really hurt. It felt like I got shot in the leg.
I feel like the only blood vessel I've ever busted was my eye. I don't know how it would feel in the leg.
I've done that before.
I don't think I've ever had a blood vessel pop anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I had to pump in my leg and it felt like I got shot. I'm like, what was that? I actually went to the hospital because I had no idea what happened. And they're like, yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It popped. But
was it from like doing something? Like
no, so varicose veins sometimes, I guess,
they just bust.
They just pop. My whole legs look horrendous. So I got varicose veins it's awful, and I look like a prune, but but yeah. So pregnancy's hard on my body, and this could be the last one.
I mean,
I
would say I feel like most women have it hard in other areas.
That's true.
Like, you hold your pregnancy. Like, if someone was just walking by and looked at you, they're like, wow, she does so dang good with her pregnancy.
Yeah, but they don't see my legs.
They don't see
they don't see my legs. They don't see what's going on. I have veins popping out all the way up my legs, and it hurts. But you're right. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of symptoms that pregnant women can get. And I'm very fortunate to not have some of those symptoms because I've heard of a lot. And I'm like, oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
And at least I don't have like preeclampsia. And there's other horrible things that women can get.
To kind of go back onto the topic, how do you...
Are we going to just keep asking the same question?
How do you deal with being reminded to keep on the right track with your walk with Christ?
Honestly, how do I get reminded is stuff goes wrong.
Like, I heard someone say that,
like, I either get really depressed
when
or
two become
something
one.
Yeah.
It's like that super strong super force that like Satan hates.
Mm-hmm.
And
he likes to poke at us and wife make us mad.
Or like that duo team that constantly build each other up.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously they said it in a way better way than
yeah
I'm describing it, but I think that's pretty cool because I feel like sometimes I'm building you up and sometimes you're building me up.
We keep each other in check. Accountable, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's definitely helpful in a lot of situations.
I think also sometimes just trying to find that time to just pray in peace. Yeah. Not like, I mean, it's not bad to like drive when you're driving to work or when when you find yourself free, like you're doing something, maybe you're jogging or something. It's not bad to pray during those moments, but it's also good to find that time where everything is on pause, like you're not doing nothing, you're just there existing. When you're alive, when you aren't busy in the world, you're making that moment for God. I think that's a really good moment to have almost daily. It should be daily, to pray, and I feel like that kind of helps with making time and keeping yourself accountable to maintain your walk with Christ. A lot of times I'll find myself when I first wake up, that's the first thing I'll do is just I'll sit up in bed, and before I even get out of bed, before I grab my phone, before I go to the bathroom, whatever, I make that first initial time to pray and give thanks. I feel like that helps me with my walk.
Yeah. Just to start your day off right.
Yeah.
It's harder for me though, I guess, because
you're waking up and it's because of the kids.
Yeah, it's like the moment I wake up, it's just like, we got to do this and I got to do this, and like, oh, this kid's wanting this, and it's just like, and it's probably those breaks of silence that would be better. But then again, like in those breaks of silence, I'm like, oh, finally I can mindlessly go on my phone. Yeah. I can have a chill moment, or I can relax, or I can get some laundry done, or watch a TV show. So that's where I kind of struggle.
Yeah.
But when things go wrong, or I see you struggling, that's when I turn to God most, is because, or like if it's affecting our family, or when it's not about me and it's somebody else and I see it and I'm feeling it, because of course I'm an empath. Yeah. An empath. An empath. I feel other people's emotions. So whenever you're struggling, that's what I feel like I turn to prayer more, is because I'm praying for somebody else, or I'm trying to like connect with God and being like, I hate that I'm watching someone that I love go through something like this. And yeah, I feel like that's when I kind of break from like my daily chaos. Yeah. Needless to say, where that's when I focus on prayer. So yeah,
that's good.
So if you could, like, have a mental breakdown every now and then, I'd pray more.
Oh, I definitely do have mental breakdowns. But you remind me, like, hey, chill out. I'm like, yeah.
I try my best to.
You really do.
You were really hard to calm down.
Sometimes I am.
It's like just literally before we started this podcast, like, he's just like, oh, I can't do it. I don't even want to do this anymore. And I'm like, dude, chill. It's okay. And you're like, we're going to have it. We're going to do it. We're going to have, everything's going to be great. Yep.
And it's just like, Lord, give me the patience.
The patience, the strength.
And the mental, like, capacity to keep going.
All right. We're probably about an hour.
Probably.
Does it have a timer? Probably not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It does.
Oh, it
We're
does.
at half an hour.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, is there an ending question that you want to focus on? We can like have an ending question, talk about it, and wrap things up.
What would you recommend people? Because through my recommendation, what would you recommend people to help keep their relationship
Christ-centered?
Christ-centered. Like, what would you recommend?
Bible study.
Yo,
do it
daily.
So the one thing that me and Thomas do every time we wake up
daily.
Okay. Every time we wake up is that we go and we get our coffee. Some people are not coffee people, tea, whatever. Breakfast. Whatever you like to wake up to, even breakfast. Have your coffee, have your breakfast, spend it together, and do Bible study. Sometimes we're not in the mood to read a whole
5 chapters.
5 chapters. So we'll just read one chapter together. If as long as you just get something in. And when I say Bible study, I don't mean I'm just going to sit here and read this, you're going to listen, and then we're done.
Dive into it.
Talk about it.
Google it.
There's little things at the bottom. When you go to read, there's little things at the bottom that explain it or talk about it. Those little...
Well, not everybody has a study Bible.
That's true.
But it would be...
Or Google. Google. Internet.
I was going to say, you could even use maybe a Bible app that might have the Bible study portion of it.
Yeah.
It would behoove you.
To
have a study Bible.
But us doing that, I enjoy it every single morning.
Yeah.
I love the fact that so what it does is it starts our mornings off right. Starts our mornings off with God and being Christ-centered by, sitting there and discussing it. We get to enjoy it together. We get to create conversation. We're learning together. We're developing together. We're growing together. Yep. We're glowing together. And
then sometimes we're just like
mind blown together.
That hit me so hard. That's me.
Yeah. So that's what I loved. I love doing it. I love it. So I would recommend that if you want to grow together in Christ, just do Bible study every morning. And even if it's just 10 minutes. of your time.
I mean, that's
it makes a difference.
That's pretty fast.
It is pretty fast, but sometimes people don't have the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then also, if you can't do it in the morning, like let's just say you guys are both rushing out the door every single time.
At night.
You can do it at night. Anytime that you guys have like that special time together that you know both of you ain't doing nothing.
You know dang well everyone's getting off work, eating dinner, putting the kids to bed, and it's just like, all right, now it's
you want to watch a movie?
Now it's me and the wife time, or it's me and the husband.
But it's
time.
Always like for most people, it's just like, you want to watch a movie?
Anime, gaming, you got time. You got time. I feel like everybody's got time.
Yeah, everybody's got time. But yeah, just find a spot in your day where you guys can spend it together and, you know, do some Bible study, talk about it. And it's fun. I know that it doesn't sound... when I tell people about reading the Bible and everything, I feel like they're just like,
okay, loser.
Okay. Like, I get it though, because I was that person.
Yeah.
I was just like, don't really want to read it because that sounds boring.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring, but it's not until you like
dive into it
that you get. The thing is, the reason why it sucked me in is because I remember I had a lot of problems with other, I'm not going to call them Christians. I'm just going to say religious people. I've had problems with religious people where I'm just like, that don't seem right. And I don't like that. And it caused me to be an atheist when I was younger in my teenage years. Thankfully, because of you and your family, got me out of it. But reading the Bible has taught me so much and also has shown me
and spiritually educated you.
It's like it's shown me this is the right way. All these people that were yelling at you or saying this or saying that I'm going straight to hell, I can read God's word and be like, okay, I don't know what they were on about. I don't know what they were talking about, but that's not what it says. And I love that because it's allowing me to like have a personal relationship with God. So that way I'm not relying on other people to tell me whether or not I'm good enough.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about reading the Bible to me.
Yeah.
What's the best part about reading the Bible to you?
I would say I have really enjoyed our journey through the New Testament.
Yes.
Especially reading...
My favorite character is Jesus, man.
Especially...
That guy rocks.
Reading Romans. Because of how filthy and dirty I was growing up. How deep in sin I've gotten. I feel like Romans gave me hope. Reading the book.
You made me want to go back and read Romans. I can't remember what was in Romans.
You know, Saul, who became Paul. Reading about his life and his letters to the churches has given me hope.
He wasn't the best guy.
It's given me hope.
Yeah.
And I think that is...
Seeing how other people in the Bible have had faults. Every single person that was chosen by God, except Jesus, of course, had faults. They messed up.
Yeah.
They weren't perfect. There was only one perfect one, and that was the one that died for our sins. Everybody else.
That's the main character.
It's like, Abraham, yo, that's my sister. It's like, yo, dude, chill. But see, that's what I love about it is that I agree. Like, you realize you're like, because sometimes people feel like we're not good enough. We ain't worthy. We're like, but that's the point.
None of us are.
We're
all born in sin.
But some people, especially some religious people, they'll make you feel like you ain't doing enough. You ain't close enough. You ain't doing. You got to do more. It's always that like it's kind of like that gut punch, like where it makes you feel like they're like, oh, I'm better than you. A little bit. Some people give me that impression where they kind of hold it over your head like, oh, you're not doing this like I am.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not volunteering for this like I am. Or like you need to be more...
Oh, thou art.
Yeah.
The not good enough.
The not good... Or when people argue over like, what kind of version of the Bible do you read? Because the King James version is the only right one. And then if you say that, if you read NIV, they're like, it's not
Scum.
like it's not the King James version.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't read the King James. My brain can't process King James version. If I'm reading that, it ain't sticking. It's not sticking because I'm like thigh out art. No, I don't know.
It's you gotta interpret it just like you gotta interpret like the Hebrew.
Yeah. But it's supposed to. The reason why there's so many different interpretations of the Bible is because it's made for people, for their language for them to understand.
Yeah.
So yes, there was a King James version, but guess what? We don't talk like people in the 1700s, 1800s. I don't know when it was freaking written, but we don't talk like them.
BC.
They don't talk like that no more. Yeah. We ain't Shakespeare. So
it's actually way before Shakespeare, yeah. I feel like.
But like how people used to talk, we don't talk like that anymore. So they adapt it and they like make a newer version so people will be like, oh, this is in my like how we talk now. Have you ever heard of the Gen Z version?
I think I have. Like I've seen a video.
If you ever want a good laugh, just type in on YouTube Gen Z version of the Bible.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
So great. And Jesus was just like, yo, that's Cap. Like, it was funny. But yeah, our language changes over time. We don't always speak like the Old English. The Old English is not, we don't talk like that no more. We ain't Shakespeareans, So, yeah.
Well, I think that was a good conversation.
That was a great conversation.
And if you guys have any questions, I mean, we're going to try to get the chat up on the
next hopefully podcast. Next time we'll get the chat up. When do you want to do our next podcast?
Whenevs.
All right, whenevs. We'll see you whenevs. Not sure when we'll be back. Hopefully it won't be another it'll be 9 months from now.
We can either do one tomorrow. We can do one this weekend.
Yeah. I think we're just going to try to knock out as many as we can. When we get time or when we have the mental capacity to do so, we're going to just put it out there.
Knock one out at least once a week.
Yeah, at the very least.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll have the chat going next time so that way you guys can talk to us while we are live. That is my goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a nice, smooth stream, too.
Yes.
I'm really hoping this stream was nice and smooth.
I hope it was, too. But thank you guys for joining us. And if you have any questions, let us know.
If you have prayer requests.
We will
pray for you.
Yes. And that's about it.
Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us.
Thank you. He's got to walk over there, so bye. I'm just going to keep waving.